wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Yep, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Jess Hilarious, DJ Envy. Envy is out today, but Loren LoRosa is in, and we got a special guest in the building, man. Y'all know who he is. Ladies, y'all know who he is. Mr. Tyson Beckford is here.
What's happening?
What's up, my brother?
Good.
You ain't aging at all.
Bro, I don't stress, so ain't no reason for it.
Word.
Mind your business and you won't age.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's it.
very good.
And drink your water. How are you?
That's it. I'm good. You know what? I was just saying that to your guy. I done drank 6 bottles of water this morning, and it's running through me already. I got up like 5 and worked out.
Is that your way of telling us you have to pee?
No, I went before I came in. So, yeah, I constantly, the first few hours of the morning, I'm constantly going, man.
But you're supposed to do that when you wake up. The first thing you're supposed to do when you wake up is drink water to get everything.
Exactly. And that one, only drink that every other day. Don't drink that every day.
Essential?
Yeah, that's not good. You can't drink it every day.
Yeah, please tell me why. I drink it every day.
Because it's too much pH, alkaline.
I thought alkaline was good for you.
It is good for you, but not every single day, though.
Really?
You gotta switch it up.
So what's your favorite water?
I'm just drinking regular spring water right now. You know, and then some days I drink that, but I don't drink it every day.
Word.
Yeah, one time I was drinking it like everyone else was doing it every day, and then I started feeling like really weird, and then the doctor told me, yeah, you ain't supposed to drink that every day like that.
Wow. You know what? We had Michael Rainey Jr. Up here.
I know Michael, yeah.
Yes, and he
Jamaican.
actually told
Big
us.
up.
Yes, he told us the same thing, that it like charges your brain. It does something to your brain. You don't have
you can't
to
do it every
consume
day.
too much.
Yeah.
Okay.
How you make Essential sound like lean?
I mean, just be careful. That's all.
So you're here because of King's Court, the new reality dating
That's
show.
right. Yeah.
That's
And
dope.
let it be clear, I'm not desperate for for love. You know, it was just something that came across our table, and we were just like, yo, let's try it. You know, it was different. I love the concept of it, and then the 2 kings I'm on with. You gotta love them. So, you know, it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
You did say you wanted to put your Playboy ways behind you, though.
Oh, I been did that, but you know, for the show, yeah, definitely. You know, I put it out there that I'm not a Playboy like that anymore.
Yeah,
I don't even go out anymore. I'm in the house by 6.
Every guy who's ran through a bunch of women always wants to
You
retire.
listen to you.
Right.
You must be talking from experience.
Like,
I heard you earlier in your cheating ways.
Exactly.
Come on, don't try to bring us all down with you, bro. You on your own. You on that Love Island by yourself. Don't get me down
My
there.
jersey been retired a long time ago.
Yeah, me too, bro.
I wasn't no player, though. I didn't.
No,
But
okay.
you Tyson Beckford.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. They put that label on you, and you stuck with it. Because there's only 2 labels they hit you with in the industry. 1, you're either gay, or 2, you're a playboy, or what's the third one? Oh, you just like white women. I dated like 3 white women my whole life, and then boom, I'm stuck with this title.
Right.
So another reason I got on the show was to try to kill all of that stuff right there. You know, she's not around no more. She's not on radio no more. But we know
Wendy Williams?
Yeah, that one started the rumor. I don't know why she started that rumor on me, but you know what? Karma hit your ass. Good for you.
God damn.
It's her birthday.
Yeah, ain't no, I'm not. Hey,
Damn.
no F's given. I'm gonna try not to swear.
Y'all haven't made up.
earlier.
Yeah, it's her birthday.
No
Y'all
F's
celebrating her
given.
birthday this week and all that?
I don't give up. You know?
Tyson said, I don't care.
And me and Tretch feel the same way. Her karma's come to her. You just talking people business, making up stuff. You know what I'm saying? Why? To get clout, radio? Nah, stop that.
You want to know what's interesting?
Because I called Kevin in the street one day. Yeah, Kevin, you don't want this.
Her ex-husband?
Yeah, and then he gonna call like all my Jamaican crew and say, yo, go done the boy. Them say,
What?
Becky? No, sir. I was brethren that.
Where you caught him at?
Caught him at the car wash.
In Jersey?
Yeah, buddy.
And what happened?
Had that Glock on me.
What the hell?
Yeah.
What the hell's going on?
Oh, I stay with it.
In the
I stay with it.
You used to do that back in the day
I
too?
stay with it.
I didn't know.
What the hell?
I stay with it. I got license for Jersey, license for New York. I got license for everywhere. I got about 6 of them.
So would you
I
just show
stay with it.
Would you just showed it?
No, I had it. Was walking up on him.
Like, what's up?
And then Jersey police came and was like, hey, T, come on now. Put that away. I was like, yo, he came at me. So what am I supposed to do? I'm defending myself.
Oh, so he came at you.
I feared for my life.
Got
so,
you.
When was this?
Absolutely.
This was a few years ago. This was a few years ago when I lived up here.
What did he say to you?
He just was, hey, yo, I want you to come to my party. I said, really, bro? After all that, y'all talk about me on the radio? Y'all want to have me up here at your party? I said, yo, my man, get away from me. He was like, yo, who you think you is? Try to play tough with me. Everybody tries to play tough with Tyson, but they don't really know where Tyson come from. BX in the building. So, you know.
You know, I remember one time I was at a party with Wendy, and you was in the party. And she said, how you doing to you? And you went,
yeah.
You grabbed that.
Yeah, I was like, get the fuck away. Sorry. I gotta stop cursing. Sorry. FCC gonna give me a bill.
Wendy told us though that she wants to change. Like she would love to, she wants to right some wrongs and stuff like that.
No, what she actually said, we was all at dinner. This is what she said.
people
I'm
always say.
I'm gonna tell you what she said. Because based off what you just said about the karma thing, we went to dinner with her. This is probably a few months ago now, and she said, I feel like I'm in the position I'm in because of how I used to talk about people.
Yep.
And I said to her,
cocaine is a mother, though.
What?
Cocaine is a very dangerous drug. It'll do things to you, make you do stupid things. When you mix the cocktails that her and him was mixing, well, anyway, we didn't come up here to talk about that.
We didn't ask.
Yeah, just saying. King's Court is a show on Bravo.
That's right.
Sunday nights, 9 p.m.
God.
Yeah.
Lots of fun. But you know I'm cutting up on that show too. So
Now listen, you got to be you. I will say that I just wanted one thing about the karma thing. I do believe in karma. I don't know if karma works necessarily the way people think it works. Like you just put negative out and negative comes back to you because there's a lot of good people that bad things happen to.
Yeah,
but
and like I said, we just out here. This is an industry where we just trying to feed our family. Do good, give people entertainment, have a good time, and not get into anything. Because that's what gets you to stress.
I do struggle in therapy with when
you go to therapy.
Yeah, I've been going.
Oh, right on.
For like 10 years. But when to let go of things.
Yes.
Meaning like.
Yes.
I know somebody might be fucked up. I know they might have did me wrong, but how long do I hold on to it?
Nah, I can't. You can't live rent-free in my house or in my head. No, I can't do it. Yeah, so I've been let it go, but sometimes when I get a chance to clap, I'm going to clap.
Yeah.
It's like when I go to gun range. If I'm put your poster up, I'm letting off,
You put people's posts up when you shoot?
Well, I don't say that. I don't say who put pictures up, but I do put pictures up, Bad guys.
Did those rumors like...
I love it.
Okay. 556 like to go off, baby.
Yo.
He's a very serious person.
Yeah.
Look, seriously,
I'm fun.
You are fun.
I'm fun.
But look, he don't
Trust
play.
me.
He wants you to know. Listen, because I greeted him. I'm like starstruck. I'm like, hi, Tyson. He like
well,
handshake.
you know what? I don't know you that well, and then nowadays,
Energies,
you got people. Oh, he touched me inappropriately. So for me, when I meet
totally
women in the
understand.
street and I'm taking pictures with them, I make sure. It's a different
you.
time before you can hug somebody and say, hey, how you doing?
I know.
Now you just got to be careful because they're going to hit you with a Me Too. Oh, he rubbed my bra strap. No, man, not Tyson Beckford. Don't get me in no trouble. TV, mind his business. Stay out of trouble.
It's funny. You said you did King's Court because you wanted to try to change the narrative of
because
those three rumors.
I'm very private.
Well, how do you do that on the show?
I'm very private. I'm just having a good time on the show. I mean, you got to watch it and you see. You watch it and you be like, yo, this dude is funny. He's, it's the first episode was a huge success. People love it. I've been getting, I've maybe gotten like 4, 6 or 6 negative, people saying something, but the rest of it's always been good. And, the Bravo PR team will be like, yo, you really winning these people over, because I'm being vulnerable. I cry a couple times on the episode because, it's like sitting down with a therapist, that's
Absolutely.
why I asked you go. So, I mean, I also been a few times to a therapist and, you just want to get certain things out there and let people know that, yo, I'm human, man. Don't come at me calling me names, making, saying I'm this when I'm not. And, it gets to a person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, there's people out there that we thought was cool. And then, they on trial. And then you see, oh, they was into that. And you're like, okay. And I'm like, yo, I've been a choir boy. But yet still you put me down as I'm somebody who's doing something wrong. Yeah. So getting on King's Court was another reason for me to let the world see me. And then a lot of people don't get to see that I talk. And if you live in New York, you know me. Absolutely. Like, yo, that's T. He cool. You know what I mean? He's down to earth. He's not like caught up in, and I don't get caught up in who I am or what I do. I'm I don't take myself too seriously. So yeah, it's
who was
fun.
the ex that you were talking about that you page 6 somebody was walking your dog? And you
Oh,
that's why you got the trust issues.
That was a girl from way back, and she came and she apologized to me and was like, "Yeah, I made the wrong choice," and we're friends to this day, so it's cool.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
we've been trying to figure it out because you got a lot of famous exes. Well, not a lot of them, but you have.
Yeah. See, that's the problem when you in the public limelight. People want to know your business.
You on a dating show?
Yeah, I'm on a dating show, so there's more episodes that I talk about different things that happened to me, and it's just life experiences. I mean, what's so great about that story is so many men and women can relate to it. A lot of people was like, wow, even Tyson Beckford gets his heart broken.
Yeah.
And it's true. I'm human, just like you. And we do the same thing. We want to find love. And, I'm not saying that everybody should go on a show. It's a fun experience, but, it's not for everybody, and I know I'm not for everybody, so I'm not trying to win the world over and be like, everybody love me. It's all good if you do. If you don't, it's all good,
Now, you did say, you made it very clear you are not desperate for love, but are you open to getting into a serious relationship?
Yeah, I'm open to all of that. I'm open to having more kids and all that. I'm the only one on the show is willing to do that. The other two guys are tapped out. So it kind of pushed a lot of traffic my way. Yeah. But I enjoy it though. Yeah. If you watch the show, you see that I'm having fun. Yeah. I'm cracking up. Me and the guys are, I'm in there with two big giants, so I can't really argue with them too much. But, I try my best and hold my ground and stand on business.
Can you actually find love at this point in your life when you do have the trust issues that you have? Because I saw you cry.
Oh, yeah. So another thing that I learned coming out of the show, I have let my trust issues down. I'm more, I'm a better person by doing it. And like you said, it's like going to therapy. So every time I sat down with, to do confessions and stuff like that, I just say, you know what I got to lose? I'm just going to keep it real and tell the truth. So that's what I did when I got on there, man. And I had such a good time. And it was like, when you leave therapy, you feel so good.
Absolutely.
Like you just had a great workout.
That's right. And
that's what I felt like every episode of the show, and then when we were letting girls go that didn't need to be there, that was painful for me because I became friends with those people, and to see them go was sad on those days, but I knew we needed to move forward. And that's what we need to do in life. We constantly need to move forward.
Did those trust issues come from you getting your heart broken or because of...
All of that. Okay. And then just, dating in New York. I've been dating girls in New York, and then you got a party, and you're like, oh, where is she? Oh, that's my friend she hollering at. You're like, oh, well, I guess if that's what they want. Yeah. That's what they want.
Dang.
Yeah.
You spoke about the girls, some of the girls that went home. Did you ever have... Like, did one ever go home that you like, damn, I can see myself with her?
First episode, the girl that went home, she shouldn't have went home.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was another one that should have went home.
Damn, she's still there?
Yeah. Is she? Yeah. She's still there. I don't know why she's still there, but I see the social media and the internet are clowning what she be wearing. But yeah, she's still there.
Do you actually sleep with any of the women?
No, we're not allowed to have sex.
Okay.
I know. Okay.
We can only kiss, and that's it. Yeah.
Gotcha.
How do they, I guess the cameras are rolling
always.
Okay. So how do they monitor
From the
that?
minute you got lights like this in your bedroom when you wake up in the morning, you're like, But they don't turn them on until maybe 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. By that time, I done been up since 6, went to the gym, came back, and, I got my endorphin high. So I'm like, How
can you really find love if you ain't test drive the car, though? I would feel like you need
I know, but, I mean, it's kind of like old-fashioned, what people used to do back in the day. Used to court the lady before, and that's basically what we're doing. We're courting, giving them flowers, But it's constantly mini dates going on in the house. So one person be like, can I talk to you? So you go over and you start talking to them for a little while until somebody else comes and grabs you. But it is like, the girls are really fighting for your attention. So it was like... At first, it was like, damn, this is too much. I just came out the house. I'm not used to this.
Yeah.
Because I went recluse for a while. And for me to come out on this kind of show and be like outside and hollering at girls, I was like, But I watched a couple episodes, and I think I did all right.
Why'd you go recluse for a while?
Just, what it is? It's just to rethink game. And then, I've been writing like scripts on the side. And then I wrote this script about my life called Pretty Boy. So that was a nickname that I earned here in the streets of New York. So, you know, a lot of people don't know my back history of how I used to run with the Shower Posse and, you know, hang out with the Sex Money Murder crew up in the Bronx. And, you know, a lot of people don't know my street life. So during those days with Ralph, you know, I was like, yo, everybody was like, yo, you need to write a book. Your life is a movie, my ninja. And I was like, all right. So I did it. And we've been shopping it now. We just had a meeting with BET last week, but there's a lot of mergers going on up there with Paramount and everything. So, you know, we still out here shopping it, but I think I want to switch it to now a feature, and then do the series later. Because my original plan was to do the series now, and I wanted to come back, shoot here, and, you know, make it all about the 90s fashion and everything. Because Baggy's back in again, you know. Yeah, so I want to do that again. And then I want to put some, you know, there were so many women that were in my life instrumentally, like my mom, whoever I was dating, you know, my manager, Beth Ann Hardison.
So whoever you was dating, all of them?
Yeah, well, I want to put that in there. I don't want to hide none of that. I want to keep it real.
But were you dating a lot of women, or was it just like...
No, like when I first got in the industry, like, you know, women were throwing themselves at me and I was throwing myself back, you know? So, you know what I'm saying?
I bet you got
I had fun. I had fun.
A great roster.
Man, let me tell you, boy.
I mean, some of the best of the best.
There's a scene in the script where, like, I go over to this known supermodel's house, and we're supposed to be going on a date, and she opened the door, she's bucket naked. And then she just takes advantage of me, and I loved every minute of it. There was no furniture in the house. It was just a bed, and it was just like, you know, the view of the city, and yeah, bro.
Damn.
Take it down.
Did you ever? Go ahead. Yeah,
No.
Did you ever feel the pressure to perform sexually? Because, you know, when a lady see you and it's like, damn, Tyson, because if it was whack, it'd be like...
I'm Jamaican, man. Come on, man. What a blood clot. What? Stop it. That's the old school Jamaicans, man. Stop that.
Okay.
Stop that.
Okay.
If it's your woman, yeah, nyam, nyam, nyam. Yeah,
That's right.
And all man who said I'm done do that, fire for you hear me? So yeah, man, go ahead with that.
Damn.
Yeah, that's old school Jamaican talking, yeah.
Man, it's so interesting because I think we need to bring it back to the beginning just a little bit, because if you don't know what we're talking about, Tyson is credited as being the first black male supermodel.
Yes.
Your mama, your grandma, everybody had their posters up on his wall,
I know,
and their
right?
lockers at school. What did that title mean to you then, and how is it aged now?
So for me, it was like I wanted to make sure that we looked good always. You know, that's why I never really got in no trouble. I never got caught up with nothing, because it was such a title bestowed on me. You know what I mean? Working for Ralph Lauren, they were such nice people. And, you know, to this day, I'm still part of that family. And it's just important to always hold your head up and give young black kids somebody to look up to, because I remember growing up, like, I mean, I was looking up at people like Shaft, Richard Roundtree. I had a chance to meet him, and he was telling me his story, how he started off as a model, now he's an actor. And, you know, and I met Lawrence Fishburne one day on the street, and he was like, brother, we're waiting for you. And not even a few years later, I was in Biker Boys with him. So, you know, and then my first night on set, we were shooting nights, so we had a dinner break, and I got to sit with him and talk, and he was just like, yo, brother, we gotta, you know, we had a scene together. He was like, yo, you gotta bring it, you know, and I was like, all right, well, I'm here, you know, and he was like, yeah, you remember that day in New York, we talked about this? So it's like, when you start to get those things and those gifts, and, you know, you work towards all that stuff, and you get these auditions, and, you know, it's important, man, because when I walk into, you know, a fine hotel, you know, the staff looks at me and say, hey, Mr. Beckford, how are you? Like this morning I was leaving the hotel, and they were like, good morning, Mr. Beckford. I was like, good morning, you guys. Have a great day. You know, and that's respect. That's like, oh, yeah, no, we don't like that guy. Huh? It's none of that. It's always love. So I try to want to be the best that I can be as a black man, because there's so much pressure put on us. And, you know, every time you turn on the news, one of us doing something that's not good. So every time I come on the TV, I want us to be something like, man, I'm proud of that brother. That brother's good. Yeah. From where he came from and what he used to do and what he's doing now, it's a big difference, man. So I thank God every day that I got this life, you know, and then you just got to protect it. You got to stay stay cool, stay away from the baby oil. But I do like baby oil, but you gotta stay away from all that stuff because there's that temptation. You could have been invited to them baby oil parties, but you said no. Mm-hmm. You could have been. I was invited to come to that thing that Epstein had in Africa.
What?
I didn't go.
What?
I was like, nah, I'm good. I don't know him.
What did he have in Africa?
Not you typing to see if he was on the list.
So no, I'm not on the list. I mean, he went straight to the computer, right?
Tyson Beckford on the.
But I mean, there's like sometimes I sit back and I see some of the stuff on the news. I was like, I know that Mo. I said, try to get me. So it's like things that it's there. The opportunity for you to get in trouble, it's there. Mm-hmm. You just got to know, like, I'm going to go home. Like, I have this friend who's a model as well. His name is Corey. And Corey always say, hey, and he's from Tennessee, say, hey, nothing good happened after 2 a.m., Tyson Beckford.
2 a.m. too late.
I'm already in bed. Yeah. I'm already in bed. I'm in the house by 6. Mm-hmm. Ain't no need to be outside. There ain't nothing going on. If it ain't work, I ain't going.
I know you mentioned the baby oil, and I know you and Diddy have had
we use it on set, to give that shine.
I know you and Diddy have had y'all things.
Yeah. I mean, I so want to tell the story about how we got into it in the street, and a lot of people don't know that story, but one day I'm going to tell it. If you ever have a podcast, I'll sit down with you and tell you the whole story.
This is a podcast.
Yeah, but I don't got the time.
Yes,
Y'all got the time.
I was going to ask.
It's a real street story.
What happened?
One day I was minding my business. I went to go get a tattoo on 5th Avenue. I'm going to make it real short.
No, you don't have to. Tyson, take a breath.
No, you sure?
Yeah, I couldn't wait to talk to you about this time.
Okay, so let me tell you a story. So I was standing in front of the tattoo parlor talking to a friend of mine, which I thought was my friend. And Groovy Lou pulled up with some girl because, that back then, Bad Boy used to be around the corner from 5th and 19th or 20th Street, somewhere around there. So, I'm minding my business. He come up with this girl and was like, yo, take a picture with my friend. I said, yo, my man, I'm having a conversation. He was like, what you mean? And started getting tough with me. I said, yo, Lou, don't talk to me like that. Come on, we boys. And he was like, nah, I'll talk to you whatever. I was like, nah, bro, this ain't happening. So then he swung on me. And yes. And I went back like this. I looked at my friend. Oh, no, he didn't. So we got to fighting. And I got to beating the brakes off that man. And then a NYPD officer came by on a motorcycle, and we stopped. And then by that time, if you look, I got a slice right here. Mm-hmm. So that's where I got that. I got 6 stitches in the top of my head because I ran him into the wall, and then my head also hit the wall. Mm-hmm. So blood's coming down my face. I have on a wife beater, a tank top, for those who don't know. So I put it on there, the bleeding, stop the bleeding. And the cop says, what's going on? He knew damn well what was going on, but he looked like he was about to go turn in the bike and go home. Mm-hmm. So we both were like, yeah, nothing. So he left. And then I went to go after Lou again. Lou ran around the corner. We didn't know where he went. He went upstairs to Bad Boy and brought down Puff and some other goons, maybe about 5-6 people. So my homeboy which we're not friends anymore, he dipped on me. So they start coming at me, and Puff start talking junk or whatever, and I'm backing up. I'm like, yo, my man, I don't want this. Y'all don't want this. So my Land Cruiser was on 6th Avenue or something. This was before 9/11. I had a pistol grip Mossberg in the back, which, trust me, I know why I needed it. So I went to the back, opened the Land Cruiser, cocked it. I said, look, I only got 5 in here. Puff, you gonna get it first, and Big Man, you gonna get it first. The rest of y'all, I'm gonna shower you with it. So that was, the gist of the whole story. And then Puff went and called my manager, and he was like, yo, Ma, your boy wild. She said, yo, he's Jamaican. Leave him alone. He will done you. So, yeah, I mean, I could have saved the world a whole lot of trouble and took him out back then, but then where would I be?
What the fuck?
So y'all haven't made up, really?
I mean, we cool. Our kids went to school. I'm not cool with him now, obviously. I mean, I ain't seen the man in years, but yeah, he don't mess with me.
So that was,
and then that's how I became friends with some of the bodyguards that worked with him at the time. And then actually one of them, we're getting ready to produce something too.
You sued him once too, right? Because
we did.
Fees. You modified him with Sean John, and he didn't pay.
And then I don't know what ever happened to that. That didn't something like, oh, we're gonna give the money to the United Negro College Fund or something.
Yeah.
So I didn't get the money.
Oh, so you didn't win the lawsuit?
Yeah, supposedly, but we didn't get no money. We didn't get paid for it. It was 2-year contract. He gave me 1 year of the money and then didn't. Again, karma.
And this was after.
This is after we became cool again or whatever.
Because 9/11 was 2001.
We could never be cool because I was too street for him and he was just on whatever he was on. You know what I mean? So, karma's where it's at. We here talking about this and he's where he at.
I got one last question about it though.
What's that?
Because when the lawsuit was happening, you said that you couldn't understand where it came from. Like why?
No, I didn't understand where it came from, but over the years, I know where it came from. You know what I mean?
Where?
We talk about that off the radio. Yeah. I'll tell you the truth after the radio. Yeah.
Either do it now or write a book.
No.
Tyson. And if you write a book, I'm writing
the book. I'm writing the book.
Really?
I'm doing the book. I'm doing the book. Yeah. The book is being done. It's just that because I have this production deal for Pretty Boy, I can't,
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
But all of that's going to be in Pretty Boy.
There was another story.
I'm going to put that in there because that's a cold scene. Standing on 6th Avenue with a shotgun.
That's wild. Since we talking about old shit and you kind of bought some of this stuff up.
Yeah.
You remember the rumors Superhead used to say about you or the stuff she wrote about in
that's
book.
another one. Like, come on, girl, you can't. Like, I never hung out with Tigger. I'm like, I don't even know that ninja like that. You know what I mean? I met him a couple times at a hip hop event, and that's it. But again,
I bought it up. I thought she said that was a Diddy part.
Where is she? You know what I mean? Who is she?
Yeah,
it's nobody just out here trying to tell stories on. She done named how many of us? You know what I mean? And it's like, girl, go sit down somewhere.
How did that impact you back then?
How did it bother me?
Yeah, back then.
Oh, one time so let me tell you how that rumor started. She called me one time talking about, oh, I need some money. I need a place to stay. So evidently, we lived in Jersey together. I guess Tigger lived in Jersey too somewhere, and I lived in Fort Lee at the time. So he lived around somewhere in that area, and they got into some fight. So I don't know how she remembered my phone number and called me, and I was like, who this? I was like, nah, I ain't getting involved because I like to mind my business. So I denied her, and then the next thing you know, that came about. And I was like, you petty. You petty.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So, again, these people just hating and just mad. I don't know why people want to pick on me, but,
I think over time we've all learned, like, that kind of is par for the course when you in this business.
Yeah, whenever you run out and, I'm going to tell everybody business. But, yeah, she was passed around,
No, I didn't mean that. I meant
I'm
people labeling you stuff. Like, people like, oh, he's gay. Or he's I didn't mean that.
And that's like, it's childish because he's like, what can I say to get at him or get him mad? I'm the most masculine dude ever. I got gay friends, but I have no problems with the gay community, and they always bat me up and be like, "No, he's not like that. He's just one who looks out for us." And I don't believe in people picking on them for no reason. And I will fight you if I see you messing with somebody because they're trans or they're gay. That's not right. You know what I mean? We're all human beings. We're all people of this world. We're all God's kids. But why are you picking on somebody because of their sexual preference? What do you care what somebody doing in their house?
I agree.
That's not your business. So I believe that people who throw that stigmatism on me or that name calling is just childish.
Did that ever impact your money? Because I know Kim Kardashian did
no,
that
never.
out there,
Yeah, never impact. Yeah, she learned her lesson too. They went after her. They got her straighten her ass out. Yeah, they just what it is. I've always supported them in everything that they do. They support me in fashion. I mean, some of the people I work with are gay, bi, and trans. So it's like they're normal people to me. When we're at work, But if I see you doing something that's not right, I'm gonna say something. I'm not gonna sit back. And in Jamaica, they look down upon that. Even in Jamaica, I'm like, yo, leave the man alone. Why you bothering him? He didn't come over here trying to hit on you, so leave him alone. So for me, I stand up for all rights. Because it's a human thing. And if you don't, you're not human.
Absolutely. How do you think Tyson Beckford would have handled Instagram and TikTok back in the 90s? Because that era was so toxic.
Man, I don't think I would have came out of my house. Because I was just everywhere doing all kinds of stuff. But you know what I mean? Somebody would have snitched on me. Hey, yo, NYPD, he over here with these dudes with these rags. No, stop it. Yeah, I don't think we were ready for it. You know, I'm on it, but I'm not really on it. You know, I try to post different things. Cars, bikes. You know, I try to post what little bit I know, but I'm not really savvy on it. Like most people are making TikToks and all of that. Yeah, I can't. I'm not good.
Did you ever feel like you had to be the goon because you were labeled the pretty boy, because they was throwing the game?
No, I just was a goon, man. I can't help it. I just a goon.
I'm Jamaican.
Yeah, I'm Jamaican. I was a goon.
Right now,
I was like,
I didn't know. I had no
17
idea.
years old. I got caught up in FBI files with the shower posse, and I was a goon. I just was around goons. You know what I mean? And that necessarily didn't mean that I was going to do like they did all the time. I was a smart goon. I saw something else going on. Like, I had this love for being a thespian. I wanted to be an actor from when I was 6 years old. And just being in the street was just, messing with the goons, having fun. And then when the red and blue lights came, I was like, yo, I got to go. It's just, I never wanted to get caught up with nothing.
You always knew when to leave.
Yeah, I always knew when to leave, and I just knew like I got better things going on than this. I'm not gonna be no, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna be no cell.
So how do you go from goon to Ralph Lauren?
I was ready to say, how do you go from goon to model?
That's the crazy thing, because a friend of mine was like, yo, you should model, bro. And I was like, really?
Was he a goon?
Yeah, he was a goon.
Okay. Yeah. He's seen the potential.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was, and even the goons wanted me out of the street.
Right.
They was like, yo, bro, you got too much to be out here doing this.
Man.
And before my brother got killed, rest in peace. He was one who said, yo, put the gun down, man, and get out of this business. Go into that entertainment, because he saw me in the Source magazine, and he was like, yo, that was nice. And all the goons seen it up in the Bronx, and it was like, yo, they would hail me up in the street. Yo, you coming to the robbery later? Nah, I'm gonna miss this one.
I love that.
I literally, we used to rob drug dealers.
Yeah,
we used to rob drug dealers back in the day.
Tyson,
they ain't gonna call the police on you.
No, they're not. Did you wake up this morning and say, you know what? I'm gonna go get indicted at the Breakfast Club this morning?
No, I mean, all of this is 30 plus years ago. They ain't them cops is retired now. Them feds is gone. They all sitting at home.
So was that their way of celebrating the Source magazine? Let's go do a robbery.
Yeah, nah, it was always planned.
Okay. Oh, okay.
We used to call them jukes back in the day. Yeah, we're gonna go on the jukes, and we used to always have, you always got this, and you would just be like this.
Yo, you
Damn.
you are 54 years old.
Not
Going on?
Tyson,
what are you doing?
This is for COVID.
Smart man.
Oh
my God.
No, I always keep a handkerchief. It's a black handkerchief, by the way. NYPD, Gang Task Force. It's a black handkerchief.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Means neutral, means nothing, but yeah.
Listen, has the term male supermodel ever limited you more than it helped you? Especially when it came to
so,
acting?
yeah. When it comes to acting, I think they just think you're a pretty boy and you can't, And then that's why I said, you know what? I really need to take this pretty boy title somewhere. And that's what I did with the script. So, we sit and we waiting. So hopefully somebody want to pick us up. But we are in talks with a lot of different people, though.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing. I can't wait.
Has there been any other male supermodels after Tyson?
Alton, my son, is doing amazing right now.
Alton, that's my little brother. I love Alton.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a chance to work together, and that was amazing. And I try to encourage him every time. I actually offered him a role in Pretty Boy.
He is like everything about him is just
he's
put together
really
well,
cool.
pretty.
Yeah, he's got a little brother that looks like him too. So
really?
I want to throw him in there. So I want to give back somehow.
It makes me happy to hear that though, because he gets a lot of firsts. Like he's walking runways for the first time as a black male model.
Yeah.
Even now, and it's like we're here in 2025, so he probably needs the support sometimes.
Oh yeah, no, he definitely does. I support him all the time. We send each other memes and we laugh and we crack up. That's why my favorite thing about Instagram, me DMing my boys and say, hey, look at this right here. You see this? And we cracking up all day. So yeah, I mean, that's the thing that we got to do in the industry. We got to support each other. We can't be like, oh man, he's the next me. I'm never worried. You know, I did my thing. I had fun, and he's just a good soul.
Yeah,
you know, when you meet him, he's a good soul. Yeah.
You were.
I'm sorry. Also, Solange's son, Jules, he also is a really, really
Yes. His grandmother has reached out. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Miss Tina knows. And then we had Garcelle yesterday brought her son by to the photo shoot. Yeah. So her son Jade, he's modeling as well, and my son is doing the same thing. So anything that I can give them, because I'm the OG, you know, they call me Ledge now, the Ledge. So I try to help them out because it's such a great industry for us because it puts our images out there and it lets people know when you get on the elevator, oh, he's not gonna steal my purse, you know, he's the Calvin model or he's this such model, you know. So I think it's good for us to have a nice image out there of good-looking young men doing positive things, you know.
How old is your son?
My son is 26. He'll be 27 in October. I don't put his business out there. I'm sorry.
Does he look like you?
Yeah, he does. He's look like a Puerto Rican version of me, though.
Wow.
You know? He got long hair, and he's just... People be like, "Hey, Papa," and he'd be like, "No." I'm like, "Come on, man, you gotta learn some Spanish," because our grandfather's from Panama, so I do have Spanish in my blood. Yeah.
So how did you become a star? I guess because when you name all of these other these male models,
that's
like,
a big title you throwing on me, dog.
Thank you. What you talking about?
Thank you, Charlamagne.
Actually, more than star, you like an icon.
You are like you were.
You know what? Mike
Tyson
Tyson always calls me that. Yeah.
Nice.
So I mean. And that's another thing. When you put that kind of like thing on somebody, the icon, you really have to try to live up to that.
Yeah.
You can't be out in the street flagging and doing things, you know?
You need to look in the mirror.
I ain't no punk bitch. I ain't no punk bitch. You know? But everybody in New York know me and they know, oh man, that's Tyson, man. He's a nice kid. And you know, we've been here. We came to New York. We came to this country in the 70s. Wow. You know, and we was, you know, people we just call, oh, the boat people are here and coconuts and you know, we got called all type of names, you know, as immigrants and stuff, you know. So it's tough out here, man. You know. Shout out to all the immigrants out here running from ICE. They dangerous, man. They rough.
Do you feel like the fashion industry has become more inclusive since your peak, or it's still like diversity optics?
It's getting better. Okay. Like from the time that I've got in it to now, it's getting really good. I'm seeing more diversity. I'm seeing Asian. I'm seeing Latino. I'm seeing you're seeing gay. You're seeing transgender. You're seeing all these people now in fashion. And the crazy thing is, the people of the world are fashion. You know, you go down the street and you like take your outfit, for instance. That top is really nice, and then she's got her out, and he's chilling with the old school death row shirt on. It's everyone always has some kind of fashion on, so we're always in fashion, you know. It's just does fashion never let us in before, but now we're in,
right?
You know what I mean? You think about all these designers now.
When you were moving around with Ralph Lauren, like I read a story about Biggie stopping you and asking you about the shirt that you had on. If they
yeah. Me and Big used to kick it all the time because Big used to always wear Ralph Lauren. You know, I mean, it was popular in Brooklyn. You know, it's popular in Queens, Bronx, everything. And you know, I Am a Lowlife, if you know who those guys are. And you know, big shout outs to Thurston Howell, the third, that is. So yeah, it was just something that we hip hop people took on some of these brands, and we made these brands big. You know, I mean, now you look at fashion shows and they're playing hip hop. There's, you know, I just walked in the D Square show back in February, and you know, you have all these rappers, you know, that were in the show with us, and it's just that's what fashion is. Everybody wears it, you know. So it's cool, man, to see all this. And it's back in the day when I was doing it, it wasn't any of that. You wasn't hearing rap music walking down the runway shows, you know. You weren't hearing it playing on the sets, you know. Now you go on the set and they're like, yo, what do you want to hear? And like, oh, really? You know?
Did you ever feel pressure to represent something bigger than yourself as a black man?
Oh yeah, always. Okay. And that's a lot of times when I step out to do certain things, I look at it this way: how is this going to benefit our people? So for me now, it's not about the money. It's about how's this going to benefit our people, and it's going to make us look good. So anything I can do, you know, for that. I mean, when you're an ambassador, you're just an ambassador, whether it's for politics, fashion, movie, TV. You're just an ambassador, and that's what we need to recognize and start doing as a people. Yeah.
I'm going to go back to the show, right?
Okay, let's go. Yes.
Right, so what you're here for. Okay, so you made a joke on the show, right? Like that you would be a power couple with 2 of the ladies.
Yeah,
Are you into polygamy? Or
I'm not shy of it. I had 2 girlfriends before. A couple times I did that, and it's tough.
Did they know about each other?
Yeah, they were. You know, all of us was in the bed. I hope they know.
Don't say that so casually.
Listen here, he's like, dope.
Right. I didn't say casually that. Like I had 2 girlfriends.
Right.
Tyson Beckford, legend.
There's a lot of guys out there in the industry now. I mean, Neo,
and then got 4 girls.
My comedian,
D-Ray Davis.
Yes.
Oh yes, always. D-Ray was the first one I seen do it.
Yeah, D-Ray. Well, you know, we was before D-Ray.
Right.
Yeah. But again, I just always kept it private.
I got you.
You know, the world don't need to know that.
What? Okay, but what about it is hard? You said it's hard.
It's hard
about
because
you're
dealing with, as my mom always says, she's somebody's daughter. So you're dealing with 2 emotions. And if you can get them like on the same level, like how D-Ray and Neo.
Yes.
Because when you look at it, you're like, man, they're all on the same wavelength. You know, now Neo has all 3 of them, you know, pregnant. Yes. So I was like, okay, bro. Yeah, that house is going to be full. But if you can provide for them and take care of them, hey, who am I to tell you can't do it? Right. I mean, I was there. You know, it was fun.
Yum both of them?
Yum.
Both of them?
Yum. Why not? Bro, you got to.
They were both his girls.
Yeah, I got to take care of my ladies. You know, I can't leave them, send them out on the street not yummed up. You know? So I'm going to have to make some T-shirts to Yum
T-shirt.
Yum posse.
So you're still not opposed to, I mean, you're
I'm not. I'm still not opposed to it. I was really trying on the show.
Okay, because I'm like, I know you said a joke.
I found, oh man, I'm not going to tell you.
Why? Tell us. You keep not wanting to tell us stuff.
You got to watch and see. Sunday nights at 9 p.m. on Bravo. Watch what happens.
Okay, nice.
But yeah, I'm telling you, it's probably one of the coolest shows on Bravo.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of drama. It's more fun, and you're like, well, Thaddeus, who's on the show with me, he calls me the Black Hugh Hefner. So there's a couple episodes where the boys are out and I'm home by myself with all the girls, and I got my cowboy hat on and my hoochie daddy shorts on, and I'm jumping in the cold tub. And then there's a point where I jump in the cold tub with 2 girls. So you know,
that's regular.
It's having
for you,
fun.
Though.
Yeah, that's regular for me.
You plan to get married at the end of all of this?
Yeah.
Man, stop.
Yeah, I would love to get married. I'd love to get married and have some
2,
kids.
you would have 2 wives, or you want 1?
If I could have 2 wives and afford 2 wives, I would do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
And you want kids?
Love is love. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna start my own modeling agency
with your kids.
With my kids.
Okay,
that's nice.
Yeah, I got to do that. I got to have some fun. Come on.
I mean, listen, I think that we are going to come to a point where polygamy is going to be a lot more normal.
I think it's going to be normal. I don't. It's not for everybody, but if I can find one love, I'm happy with that too. You know. But if 2 want to love me, who am I to say no?
Have you ever been in real love?
Oh yeah. Really? Yeah, I got my heart broken real hard. Yeah. So there's a lot of, you see that sprinkled throughout the show where I'm just like, I don't know if I trust this one. But, you know, it's going to get spicy.
It's going to get spicy. The person who broke your heart, is it somebody that people know? Or?
Maybe they know them. Yeah.
Supermodel?
Maybe they know them.
Maybe they know them.
Supermodel?
Oh. You be quiet over there.
I mean, that's all you dated.
She over there looking.
Yes.
No.
Y'all got your computers out.
She got the list.
I mean, I ain't even got dating history.
I ain't bring up the name. Yeah, you got the list too?
Hold on. What you
I got a list, but I don't know none of these people except for one.
Okay, so I know. Is it?
No. We will not speak of that
name.
name.
The whole damn list over there,
let's
Tyson.
go. Let's. So the show is at 9 p.m. Sunday nights on Bravo. Watch What Happens, and then I'm on Watch What Happens live right after that.
Nice.
So I'm on there with Octavia. Is it Octavia I'm on there with? Yeah.
Double whammy.
I can't wait to watch that just to see how you act on it.
I know, right?
You have to.
I just want to.
And then I want you to get on the radio and talk smack, and then I'm going to give you my number. You call me, and we're going to talk junk on the morning.
I want to see how you talk in front of them.
No, hey.
But they're not going to ask you the stuff we was asking, so it'd be different.
No, I'm sure. I think they do ask. A lot of girls ask me a lot of the questions, you know, and then what I need to learn in life is to ask women more questions to know more about them. I think I'm so caught up with their beauty, I don't ask enough questions, especially on this show. I need to ask more questions.
I was just smashing. I didn't really care what they were into.
She had a name?
Oh my God.
Like my mom always says, that's somebody's daughter.
You better stop. They're going to be like, hey, when is Charlamagne and Tyson doing that podcast? We want to know the tea.
I do want to know, what's one insecurity you had at the height of your career that nobody would believe?
I was very shy when I first started. I was very not outgoing, and then I didn't want people to know that I always second guessed myself, you know. And then somewhere out of maybe the first year of the Ralph Lauren contract, I started to gain this confidence. Like I looked in the mirror, didn't even recognize myself. Wow. And I'm like, yo, you used to be the shy Jamaican kid who would laugh and cover his gap, and now I'm not that kid anymore. You know what I mean? So, you know, a lot of times when I run into people from my past, they're like, oh my God, you're so vibrant, you're so out and lively now, you know? So I'm like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So was it imposter syndrome?
I don't know what it was really, man. I really can't put a finger on what it was, but you know, it was just, I guess, being around like other confident people made me feel like I could be confident too. And I think that a lot of young people struggle with this, whether it's them trying to figure out their sexuality, what they like. And, you know, high school is tough for people, you know, but like 9th grade, I struggled. 10th grade, you know, I was in the new, I kept changing schools. And then by 10th grade, I was just like, you know, starting to come into my own. And then the summer after 10th grade, I started hitting the weights. And then by 11th grade, the women were like all over me. By that time, I was starting to build up more confidence, you know. But yeah, I had a good time in high school. And, you know, it was, you know, coming of age for me, you know.
At this point, like even on the show, right? Because these people, these women are already coming in knowing Tyson, Beckford, right?
Yeah, but they didn't know at the time who were the kings on the show until they got there, until they came out and then you revealed and they saw us. So there's a lot of girls, if the camera catches their face, you'd be like,
oh my God.
You know, you get that oh my God effect. And it was cool. Yeah. You know, because they're probably thinking in their head, why is he on a dating show?
Right.
And then everyone in the world is thinking that right now.
But I was.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I know you were. You probably were like, yeah, what are you doing?
Right.
But it's like, I'm not going to get Tinder or none of that other stuff. I'm so old school. I'll meet her at the laundromat. What's happening? You want to borrow my roll of quarters? So, you know, I usually meet people out and about, supermarket.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You be randomly meeting people in the
natural
supermarket?
way. Yeah, I met women at the supermarket.
Yeah.
I met this fine. No, I'm in Miami, so it's Publix for me. So I met this fine lady at the bank one day, little Haitian lady. She was like speaking to me in Creole. I was like, "La poulet, la poulet." I don't know what I was saying to her, but she was smiling though.
Did you hear?
Yeah. She, hey. Charlamagne the God. So let me tell you, brother, we're on Bravo at 9 p.m. on Sundays. Watch What Happens Live right after that.
Man.
I love it.
Oh, I got a couple more questions. Have you ever felt like the industry was more in love with your image than you as a person? And if so, how'd you separate the two?
I think that because I didn't get to do interviews like this back then, I think they were more in love with what they saw and didn't know me. So then when a lot of people saw me and got to meet me, it was like, yo, he's a little thug, but he all right though. You know, he's like sophisticated thug. So I think us being able to do these kind of things, and now with social media, people get a better understanding of who you are. Yeah. You know?
Do you want to let people in now? Like, do you want to tell them the whole Tyson
It's like
story?
what my shirt says. You know, come on.
Bro, when I say you want to let people in, do not turn around. Don't stand up and turn around. But no, I'm just saying, I said you want to let people in, and you stand around.
I'm like, read my shirt.
Read the shirt.
Y'all read my shirt.
What does the shirt say? Let me see.
Keep your heart 3 stacks.
Keep your heart
3 stacks.
Shout out to
Come on, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of him, so.
Yeah.
And that's like one of my favorite songs, so.
Do you think a Tyson Beckford could exist in today's era of male models?
Yeah, I think he could run court with all of them. Yeah.
They might say he's too alpha. You know, this generation.
Yeah, I am very alpha. So yeah, no, I think there's a position for somebody like me who's you know, really alpha like that. you know. But yeah, I mean, a lot of the guys that I came up with in the 90s, that's how we were. We were the beefcake models. We worked out. We lift weights. You know, we did push-ups before shows, and you know, we were back there working out. I think that's gone now. You know, guys don't want to be buff like that no more. But yeah, I mean, I got up this morning, did my 300 crunches and my 400 push-ups, and you know, I still do it.
Because it's an art. You got to stay fit.
For me, it's mental. You know, so I need that. It gives me that. Get up and go in the morning, you know?
That's right. Get ready for them 2 ladies.
That's it.
That's right.
I'm going to need that.
Listen, Tyson Beckford, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes,
it has been a pleasure, man.
Yeah, bro. It's been a while, but thank you for having me up here.
It has been
Y'all got
a
new
pleasure.
Address,
Yes.
new building.
Absolutely.
It's really nice.
New people. Listen, if you, new people. If you're in New
New
York,
people, yes.
don't be a stranger. It might be stuff you want to get off your chest.
I mean, if you want me to come, I'll always drop by, brother. Especially if I got something to talk to you about.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But if you ever do a podcast, call me, and then I'll tell you everything.
He owns a whole podcast network.
I know,
What
but
you
he's
trying to
talking
do?
about
He ain't invite me on yet.
Yeah.
You know?
I think you should write a book.
But I'm like we're writing the book. But me and Fat Joe, we got stories. By the way, check out Rewind to 10 with me and Fat Joe and everybody.
What do you mean you and Fat Joe have stories?
We have stories. We were like Bronx kids. Like, have you seen the podcast with Jada and?
Yes. You know what's so funny?
We got stories.
You brought up Fat Joe. It's gonna be people that watch this and be like, Tyson capping, and they be thinking Fat Joe be capping.
No, Joe don't be capping. Joe for real. He sound like that, but Joe for real.
Because he's funny, he's comical. So it's like, a lot of times I don't know what to take serious.
Yeah, no, he's for real. Joe, I remember Joe back in the days, and you know, he was gooning.
Did y'all go to high school together?
No, we didn't go to high school together, but he was over there with them, and I was over there with the other thems, and it was like, we was real goons.
Okay.
Did y'all ever run in?
No, we never ran into each other until like when Joe started coming out with the music, and then like Showbiz AG and all of them, because we were all Bronx kids, and we all used to go to the Fever and all that stuff. So it was.
So what stories do you have with Fat Joe if y'all never ran into each other?
No, I'm saying he has his set of stories. I have my set of stories as well. So we definitely was definitely in the streets. You know what I mean? Yeah,
you used to be at the tunnel a lot too. I watched
you
this thing on YouTube yesterday.
No,
I don't remember. I wasn't there.
Yeah,
but there was a docuseries on the tunnel, and they mentioned you in the series.
I was there. I was there every night, taking my Timbs off and getting searched, and you know, we kept the clack in the car. You know.
Yo, Tyson was outside.
No, I was outside. I was really outside, and when I think about it now, I'm riding the train with. Because, you know, my street name was Two Guns at one point, and I was just like, I gotta stop.
2 Guns at one point?
Yeah, I had to leave the guns. I had to leave the guns.
Tyson, your name was not 2 Guns, man.
I
don't believe that. Your name was not 2 Guns, Tyson.
Look it up. Look it up.
You know, you and Fat Joe need a podcast. That's who need a podcast. You and Joe.
I hope to get on there and talk with him and Jada, because I love them too.
Well, I guess this is my last question. Why didn't things really work out in Hollywood? Like, was it a role you turned down? Like, what was it?
No, it's just that, you know, they're the gatekeepers. Hollywood is the gatekeepers. They want to let who in when they want to let in. I mean, I did at least 20-something odd movies, like from Biker Boys, Zoolander, and all of that. But for me, I think it's looking. Stuff, yeah, I'm still looking for that script, man.
Gotcha.
I'm looking for that right script to really take that role. You know, and I remember the late Andre Harrell used to always tell me, "You need to play some psycho, sexy killer." Every time Andre would see me, he would hit me with that line. I'm like, Andre, you in Hollywood, you tell them, let's write the script. Yeah. But I feel like Hollywood is gatekeeping. They'll let who they want in. You know what I mean? Because I don't hate on everybody that's out there now. But like man, me and Idris used to go to Sue's Rendezvous back in the day. You know, and then that's when Cardi and them was dancing, and who else? Somebody else that was dancing too. But yeah, we like
that's
a
not
lot
back
of these,
in the day, by the way. That's like
think about it. There was what 2099 somewhere back then.
Cardi, no, Cardi was like, Cardi would have been like
2011.
No, I'm not saying she was there
2012.
then, but I'm just saying when we
you.
used to go to Sue's, that's a while back. Yeah,
you know, it's interesting. You brought up Andre Harrell. Rest in peace, Andre Harrell.
Yeah,
because I'm listening to you talk, and when I'm listening to you talk, it reminds me of somebody that Andre used to tell me about, and it was Christopher Williams.
Oh yeah, Chris. I know Chris. Me and Chris did a couple plays together, and Chris is talented as a.
But Chris was a goon.
Chris is a goon. What you mean?
Yeah, I don't know him personally, but I'm saying
I know him personally. Chris is a goon,
and
I think it's because he was light-skinned, had the curly hair. You know, I was a pretty boy. We're forced into that because people want to pick on us. So you got to defend yourself. Like my mom dropped me off at martial arts from when I was little. So I've been beating ass for a long time. You know what I mean? I've been in, I can count my street fights. I've been in 38 street fights, no losses. And I'm not out there looking for fights, but then I went to Golden Gloves, and then I did Craw McGraw, and I did all of that stuff, man. And what it does for you, it just keeps you right. Like now I train with members of SEAL Team 6 in Florida, and, you know, I train with Coast Guard and some Miami-Dade PD, and I'm now certified NRA instructor for carbine, shotgun, and pistol. So, you know, I know my way around because it's something that you might use in Hollywood. I mean, look at Keanu Reeves. You know, he was, you know, he was like doing the surfer movies and stuff, and then boom, look where he's at now. He's John Wick, one of the scariest men on the planet, and he be riding the train. So, yeah, I like to do normal things, but you also got to be able to protect yourself at all times.
Absolutely.
You know?
Hey, King's Court is cool, but we need the Tyson Beckford reality
9 p.m.
show.
Sunday.
We need the Tyson
That's
Beckford
what I'm trying to tell
show.
Andy Cohen. Andy Cohen, I'm telling you, I need my own show.
That's right. That's right.
Check it out, man. 9 p.m. on Sundays, King's Court. Tyson, it was a pleasure, brother.
Yes, brother. Always.
It's the Breakfast Club.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.